Hi Gemini, welcome back to another tarot reading with me. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and other placements. Cross watchers are welcome here as well. So, happy Easter, you guys. For those of you who celebrated, hopefully you're having a good start to the spring. I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time, Gemini. I am using a holographic tarot deck. I'm going to let the cards come out, and I'm also going to do a little bit of shuffling here at the beginning of the reading to just kind of get your energy. But I do have a little bit of a message for you. Some of you may have Aquarius energy. I just saw the star card. Maybe this is about inspiration or hope, something that you're wishing for in terms of a new beginning. But when I picked the cards up to begin reading for you, just bear with me here as my little placemat goes all over the place. I'll fix it here when I'm done shuffling. When I picked the cards up to start shuffling for you, I saw the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So the truth is getting heavy, all right? There's some new beginnings and endings here to consider, but there's definitely something here about the truth as we enter your 12th house at the end of April and getting very, very close to Gemini season, okay? So some of you guys are going to be celebrating birthdays soon if you're a Gemini sun, all right? So let's see what we can get you, Gemini. This is for the 3rd house of mutable air ruled by Mercury. What messages do we have for Gemini, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the 3rd house ruled by Mercury of mutable air. What do we have for Gemini? Okay, first card out, and it's laying just like that, so we'll set it there. I'm going to get your cards out first, but we do have an indication here of a mental prison, okay? Feeling kind of stuck and smothered and surrounded. And we just had the Magician, and look, 10 of Wands. So there's definitely a heavy mental state that some of you guys need to address, okay? Make sure you're listening to your thoughts and slowing down a little bit. You are an air sign, so intellect is important. You just had a full moon in Libra, so that's also an air sign energy. So rationality is super important here, intelligence. Just had the World card pop out and go back in. So Saturn, karma, restrictions, responsibility, time management, career stuff coming up, okay? So what else do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? This is the 3rd house of communication, mutable air ruled by Mercury. What else do we have for Gemini, please? What else do we have for Gemini? Okay, Libra energy coming out. Could be dealing with a Libra, could be having Libra energy in the chart somewhere, but it could just be that Libra full moon we had on April 16th, and we're going to be experiencing those energies. We have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, Taurus energy, Taurus season coming in, your 12th house, subconscious energies, endings, beginnings, completions, surrender, spirituality, imagination. All right, so what do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the 3rd house. Okay. Slow and steady wins that race. So definitely a Taurus vibe coming through. Okay, I just had the King of Cups as well. So emotional sensitivity, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Being emotionally mature throughout the duration of your subconscious period that we go through between April 19th and May 19th. Okay. What else do we have for Gemini? I'm going to grab you a few more cards. And I think they all just came out, actually. I'm going to go ahead and take these because they may be important to the vibe. All right, so let's discuss the bottom of the deck first, and it is the Emperor. Okay, so we have an Aries showing up here. It doesn't have to be an Aries, but it could be a Sun, Moon, Rising, or perhaps Aries season between March 20th and April 20th, the past month or so. There's a lot of authority coming through the cards here, father figure energy. This could be an official of some sort, bold energy, knowing who you are, okay? So let's see here. This is the King of all Kings. I love this energy. This is could be a manager or a boss or a father figure, but we have the 8 of Swords, a part of this message at the bottom of your deck. This is going to let me know more about the themes of your reading. Some of you guys are a little bit in your head about how to take charge or how to be a boss. Okay, you're keeping yourself stuck here. You need some empowerment. Knowing who you are, okay, which is going to happen here soon when we enter Gemini season, is going to help bust you out of this prison you're keeping yourself stuck in, okay, like an identity prison or something like that. You are a dual sign, Gemini, so there are 2 parts of you, masculine, feminine, light and dark. So keep that in mind when it comes to who you are, and it's okay to change, it's okay to adapt. We've got some emotion coming up here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So lots of options, okay? These cups all represent different options. Not all that glitters is gold in spite of this holographic card. Some of these things are potentially harmful. They're going to emit different emotions, all of these options, okay? So this can be a little bit confusing or overwhelming emotionally when you're in the dark. We've got this like silhouetted figure here kind of looking at these options. So really important that you're making a choice here and getting out of your head, okay? You've kind of disconnected from your emotions, and that's why you're overwhelmed. That's why you're confused. You're trying to intellectualize your way out of a situation that may involve deeper feelings, okay? So connect to your emotions, Gemini. The 12th house of Taurus, your subconscious energy over the next month between April 19th and May 19th. That's going to be a great time for you to explore this realm, okay? But make a choice. Don't allow yourself to become paralyzed. Okay, and there's also a helping hand coming out here. Things are going to be quite balanced when we get into that earth energy of Taurus, money. All right, so that might be contributing to the confusion. That might be contributing to the prison here of your mind. This is definitely your energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this could literally be authority. This could be a police officer. This could be any kind of official that wears in a uniform. But I think for most of you guys, if it's not an Aries or Aries season, it's talking about really being bold and taking action. Mars energy, okay? So let's go ahead and see what these cards are talking about here. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands upright talks about waiting for your ships to arrive, okay? It talks about foresight and turning your back on something in order to look out into the horizons. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fire energy here. So maybe expression or creativity has something to do with this, but you're definitely waiting on something to arrive. The next 3 days after you watch this reading are significant. The next 3 weeks for some of you are significant, and also the next 3 months. It's going to depend on all of you. You're going to resonate all differently as individuals. So if we're talking 3 months here, we got May, June, July time period may be important. The last 2 weeks of April, beginning of May, the first few weeks of May may be important, all right? So your readings, but we have to remember, this came out in reverse, didn't it? So maybe there's something that you can't see or you're tired of waiting. I'll have to do my own research after this video to see what the Three of Wands in reverse on the internet and with that description. But for me as a tarot reader, I feel that this is like maybe not seeing something coming. No longer want you think a ship is not going to arrive, but it actually is. Okay, let's see what else is coming out here. But your reading starts off with something you were waiting on in the past. For me, when a tarot card comes out in the reverse, and I do let my cards come out in the reverse if they so wish to. I don't pull reversals. I don't reverse cards, but you know, everything happens for a reason here. So to me, yeah, this is something you might have turned your back on in the past. I can tell you with the Three of Wands, this card only comes out for individuals who have recently been in between two worlds. They recently made a choice between where they've been and where they're going. There's a new path that you recently chose, Gemini. You might be starting to feel the effects of losing sight of that. That's what I hear here is be careful not to lose sight of yourself or of your goals or of what you once were waiting on. Okay, don't turn your back completely, but this is definitely something in the past that didn't arrive when you wanted it to or in the way that you wanted it to arrive. The next card is the Justice card, Libra energy showing up here. Some of you may have Libra energy, you may have a Libra around you, or it could be just that Libra full moon. Libra is your sister sign in astrology because it's an air sign. It's a cardinal air sign though. So there's action, initiation. This is about balance. Some of you guys, this may be the law. It could be courts. It could be a judge, that kind of energy. But balance, fairness, equality. Okay, so maybe that's... maybe some of you guys are waiting in terms of that, waiting for things to be more balanced or fair. Excuse me, there's some kind of decision that you're going to have to make as well with the Justice card, all right? Or this involves Libra. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a Virgo to me. It could be a Taurus or a Capricorn energy as well. So interesting here. Taurus season is going to be extremely important. And this is where you're starting to slow down here karmically. I feel a slow energy, a waiting energy with the three. So the last 3 weeks, the last 3 days, the last 3 months, things have been kind of balancing out karmically and maybe even legally for someone. We got a financial message coming in slow here. This is you actually slowing down to plan, to prepare, to be more grounded. Okay, there's a messenger here that it's almost a statue, how slow the Knight of Pentacles moves. Not necessarily, you know, as fast as what you are, Gemini. You'd be more so like the Knight of Swords, okay? Much more quicker. Even the Knight of Cups is quicker than the Knight of Pentacles. So basically, even love and emotion moves a bit quicker than our tangible reality sometimes. Sometimes we have to wait for things to balance out. in fairness, but there is something that's arriving. I have to be the one to tell you this. I see it in the cards in my reading for you, Gemini. There is something here that, although it is slow, that does not mean there isn't movement. Okay, someone here needs to hear that. Things that are slow, they didn't come when you expected, they weren't coming in foresight, that doesn't mean that there isn't movement. Okay, so yeah, you have to plan out your day-to-day activities, the mundane things. You have to get through that, but something is slowly but surely arriving, and it's going to provide balance. We have the Star card here, another air sign. We've got Gemini and Aquarius, or excuse me, Libra and Aquarius. Your sisters are showing up here, but this is about faith and hope. Some of you guys are really up. Hopefully you can still hear me. My phone just said low battery. So make sure you're charging your batteries. Make sure you're giving yourself time to rest, okay? But someone here, yeah, they wished for something. They were waiting for a wish or some kind of hope or inspiration to arrive, and someone here is losing hope and foresight. Just because you can't see something, Gemini, doesn't mean that it isn't coming. Just because you don't have a logical explanation for something, or you don't hear back about something, doesn't mean that your wish isn't here. We do have a wish here, okay? So stay inspired, stay hopeful. There's going to be some kind of renewal. We have the King of Wands. These cards came out all together. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So home environments, celebrations are important. Got some twin flame action going on here. I don't know if you can see okay because of the light, but you're definitely juggling a lot. We have a fire sign showing up, a Leo. We got Leo and Aquarius, which is opposite. It could be Aries, Sagittarius, which is your opposite, showing up in the masculine form. But either way, this is about taking action, okay? Juggling multiple priorities here. A little stressed out, but you're managing it well. There's the juggling, there's the ups and downs, there's the highs and lows. You don't want to drop the ball on something now that the ball is in your court. But there is something here about a foundation. There's something here about home or marriage or a celebration, wedding energy. Yeah, so you guys, this could just be managing multiple priorities and multiple things. But you're gonna have to choose between two people, places, or things that you value. All right, you're gonna have to be confident and go after the pursuit of your wishes and your dreams and make it happen. Show initiation, even though you're busy, even though you're juggling. There's a weird balance taking place here, okay? And you're gonna get to the point where you realize that you value one of these things, one of these people, one of these places a bit more than the other due to the fact that you're holding one higher than the other, okay? So make a very balanced decision here that's fair to all those involved, but be confident, take action, especially when it comes to your dreams of what you can't see. That is true faith, right? Faith and foresight aren't exactly friends, right? We have to kind of just trust in the process. I know that sounds cliche, but your reading ends here in celebration. It ends here with a commitment of some kind, all right? So I'm going to leave it here, Gemini. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know your comments and your questions and your feedback down below. Everything you need to know about this reading is going to be in the description box, including how to get a personal reading with me. So if you'd like to do that, I would love to set that up. And if not, I will catch you next time in the next reading. Bye, Gemini.